Hey yo, welcome back to my channel, CDLC Tarot. And today's topic is how are you being tested? And we only got two files because my camera storage is horrendous and the battery dies quick. So quickly find your pile, okay? And see you there. Okay, pile one, let's start with you guys, of course. Let's see. How is my pile one being tested? How is my pile one being tested? I don't know why I just heard crucifixion. Uh-oh. That's a little bit dark. Alright, let's see. Move this down. Let's turn this down. How is my pile one being tested? I can already see you're being tested when it comes to, let me move this down over here too. You're definitely being tested with your decision making and your ability to see beyond the veil. So technically, you've got to use your mind's eye and your regular eyes, okay? That's what it's giving. You're also being tested when it comes to the way that you're reacting to certain things. Because the mother of baskets is here and the father of baskets is here. You got bothly, basically, I said bothly, what? Basically, the mother of baskets, father of baskets. Honestly, it's giving the epitome of baskets, okay? Oh, and you got an 8 of knives that just popped out, okay? So it's definitely got to be the way you're weaving your path. You need to know how to discern which path is for you and which one isn't. And I can see that it's gonna feel as if you have your back against the wall, but it's all about the way you're reacting to these things and how you make the journey something memorable and not something as as a struggle. You know, it's always about the miniature steps that you take, and then it paints the full picture. And I feel like that's what you're learning. You're learning to take a moment and be present in your journey. Because his father baskets just seems to be looking around his surroundings. And not only that, it seems like along his path he has collected certain things. Like I can see seashells. There's something that he's hanging up. So it's like little souvenirs that you're taking. So you have to take your time because you'll miss out on certain things. And it's no point in rushing the journey because it comes with memories. You know, it's honestly our brain's souvenir, you know? Little fragments of remembering certain things of your life, and then maybe being able to share with other people. But it's definitely going to challenge you. It's going to challenge you in the stance where you're going to feel like you're fighting on every odd, but you're going to come out of it feeling as if I have the correct discernment now. Now I know which path is for me. Now I know how to alchemize certain emotions and let it work for me. And I know now not to let that trigger me. And I know now how to use my emotions to empower me and not make me feel as if I'm allowing other things to consume, or what can I say? You're just not allowing things to consume you to the point of blowing up on certain things, you know, blowing up on people, blowing up on others. You're just not willing to bleed on others. All right, let me see how else are you being tested, and then we're gonna get some advice too. But you're definitely gonna be able to see the different sides, the 4 walls, and outside of those 4 walls, and be able to understand your own power during these times when you're tested. And Paw just came out, but I didn't take it. I'll just put it to the side. But legit, it's the card that's out like that. And that happened for the 8 of knives too. Look, there's a lot of cards. I kind of don't like when they're mushed up because these cards kind of stick together sometimes, but don't mind me, I'm a little sick. I'm gonna just leave these here because they just flopped all out. But you're being tested with how you're able to see your manifestations materialize. And honestly, it may take a little minute, but you have to understand that the energy that you're going to be giving out, you're going to be getting it tenfold. It's just how you see it, and it's just how you receive it. I don't know if you guys can see it. I think you guys can't see this, but it's always about the mindset. And the thing about the 4 baskets, she doesn't even see the baskets in the background. I don't know if you guys can see, but she's not even looking at the baskets that she already has. So you're being tested with just being grateful for what you have and working with what you already got. You know, sometimes we think that we need more things or tangible, something that is just tangible like that. Instant gratification is just like working what you already have will bring you the fulfillment that you're trying to fill in, you know, just work what you got. And you know, sometimes when you feel like the things that you want to pan out for you is just not happening, you may feel as if, you know, things, why is the universe treating me like this? Or why is, because I see this dog right here pissing on this grave. You may feel like, why is the universe treating me like scum? And again, sometimes we have to, yeah, feel how we feel, but those feelings will take us basically into ourselves and make us go within, so that we're able to know what it is that is triggering us, know what exactly that we need to work on, and know exactly what to heal. Because I know for sure certain emotions, like say if you're feeling angry, that really means you're just feeling sad, you know, like you feel disrespected. So the only way of, you know, feeling that depth of sadness, it's like complexities of it and different levels to it, and you're gonna be knocking down those levels to get to the core of everything. And we got the song that's playing right now, it's Only If, and it's by Steve Lacy, and it talks about basically going back to the future. I mean, the future, you coming back to the past to tell you that everything is going to work out and you're going to be okay. And I feel like you don't understand that everything is working for you behind closed doors, and you just have to diligently work on your craft, and you'll see everything pan out for you with the 8 of coins. You have to just take it on the chin. I'm not saying that we're all meant to live through survival and just be in this go get it mood, but I'm saying that if you pay the minor inconveniences dust, if you stand tall when people got you backed up in a corner by yourself and you feel like there's gossip going on behind the scenes, just feel like you're not getting promoted, you just feel like you're just being invalidated, you're feeling like, again, like that scum on the ground, you know, like you have to see that you have to just focus on what it is that is keeping you stable, keeping you secure within yourself, whether that means journaling, going within, working on your craft, because that's where your flowers are. That's what's going to make you get to this point of stability and lack mindset. It's going to get rid of certain emotional blockages or setbacks in your life, you know? It's definitely going to lift the veil for you, and these tests won't be tests anymore because you'll be able to see through it. And honestly, sometimes it stems from your inner child. Sometimes you just gotta talk to your inner child. I'm seeing this in the baskets, and I think about this 4 baskets, and I'm like, you gotta go back to the original you that wasn't influenced, that wasn't, you know, all these things that people told you what you were. The true test is going back to that childlike state, and where you're overflowing with so much emotion that it's the purest form, you know? You have to go back to the purest form of yourself, where your basket was overflowing. And this 4 baskets is like, I had all these baskets, but this basket being presented is not enough. You just got to remember what it was like to have that first basket, and how you went on to the second, to the third. And, you know, this 4th one may not be it, and you just got to diligently work, be disciplined, and your ship will sail, and you'll get to where you need to be. And that next basket that you didn't accept before, you'll get an even better basket. And it's just about the mindset. And whenever I get Miss Ida, I always see it as you're being tested, but it's also a form of initiation. And it's like, you see how the moon is about to be, is it full moon? I'm pretty sure it's a full moon when it goes to that last cycle and illuminates, but that's what it is. You're basically in your last cycle of whatever you're being tested on. And now to get to that, what you're desiring, to get to that final, what can I say? To get to that blessing that you've been wanting, you're being thrown a lot of tests to see, are you going to be able to maintain it? Let's give her a test for that. Let's give him a test for that. Is he going to be consistent? Let's give him a test for that. Or is she going to be able to maneuver and adapt to a new environment? Let's test her on that. You know, it's going to be tests thrown at you. You're like, what is this? But it's to see if you can get this blessing that you've been wanting. If you feel like there's any type of cutouts for the video, it is because I'm coughing like crazy, but you're definitely going to be able to progress when it comes to communication. Everything that you've learned, you're going to put that up your sleeve with this 5 of Knives. You're going to be oh my gosh, you're going to be witty now. You're going to be witty, and all the tricks that were done onto you, you're going to be able to see it. You're going to see when people are deceptive. You're going to see when people are manipulative. In this test, you reclaim back your power. That's how you pass. And not only that, you learn to build a community, you learn to trust yourself, and you learn to go back to who it is who you were at your rawest form before you got, you know, all these projections from all these people, from all these different things that you've gone through in your life. You finally find your stepping and who you are meant to be and how you're meant to take all these tricks that were done to you and use it to your own advantage and win. And you're going to win. So I'm going to give you advice. Let's see what comes out. Can you have advice for my power? And one came out. Love that. Opportunity and change. Let's see what it says. As one door closes, another one opens. This is a time for change. Your angels are drawn close to support you and making the changes that you need to make to attract opportunities and abundance. You may have experienced resistance recently or felt stuck, but the new beginning you are seeking is unfolding now. If you're hesitating over a decision or wondering what to do about a particular project, your angels are encouraging you to go with the new. Change might bring a sense of vulnerability or present you with the unknown, but it will allow you to make a deeper connection to your feelings and gifts and what's important to you. Your guardian angel is waiting to guide you through the doorway of opportunity that is being offered to you now. Move forward fearlessly, as this is a blessed time for you. Again, it's about you and your mindset, and again, mastering your emotions. And I'm not saying close yourself up. That's not how you win this game. It's healing yourself going within, but also not allowing this world to change you or break you, make you, mold you. You be you. You feel how you feel. You respect it. You move forward with the mindset of, I'm going to heal whatever it is. I'm going to journal. I'm going to use this emotion to better myself and upgrade. I'm going to upgrade, because that's how you transmute energy. You place it where you want it to go. And that's your power, friends. That's how you're being tested, but that's also how you are able to overcome the test and win. Be the son of baskets. Go within, find that inner child, reconnect with that. Know that you're being initiated, but this is the last cycle with Miss Ida. Five of Knives. All those tricks that were done to you, best believe you know those now. They are going to call you a jester now because you have tricks up your sleeve, and they should fear you. The Three of Baskets is here because now when you had your back against the wall back then, you took it on the chin. You took it on the chin, but guess what? Now you got people backing you up on every win. So keep that in mind. Girl winner, baby. See you in the next video. Bye bye. Hey, file 2. Welcome. And let's see how you're being tested. How's my friend being tested? File 2. Show me. Show me cards. Ooh, a lot's coming out, friend. Okay. Oh, okay. Pay the cost to be the boss. That's what I'm hearing in this song. So maybe in this next chapter that you're being tested, you're legit doing everything. You're going through so much because you're gonna be a boss, friend. And pressure makes diamonds, right? So what do you want to become? A diamond or a rock? Like, you know, not a diamond rock, but just like a random little pebble on the floor. But not saying it's insignificant, but it's just not a diamond, you know? So what do you want to be? You're being tested through the way that you speak up when you're going through conflict with others. I don't know, maybe if you've always been someone who has put others before you, but and also had to curb your own emotions, curb the way you speak, just curb yourself in general for others to feel at ease. It's time for you to put that down, okay? It's time to put that old dog to rest, you know? That's who you used to be in this next chapter. And when you're being tested, to be the boss that you want to become, you need to speak up. You need to speak up. You need to feel as if your voice matters. You need to feel as if when you speak, you bring injustice in that motherfucker. No shade. And that's exactly what I get from this justice card. Like, I don't care. That's exactly what it is. You speak with that sword, and you crash some towers when you bring that balance. Because the whole foundation is not right anyway. So it's time to crash it, to balance it all out. To get that foundation back to where it needs to be. Work it up the way it should, you know? So you need to be that one to know how to work in a dynamic and not be afraid to voice your opinion and not care for what other people with the whole hive mind thing. You need to be okay with having a different outlook, being more passionate than others, or just being more than others. Because people will try to make you feel some type of way for feeling filled in yourself. So they'll look at you like, why isn't this person seeking this or feeling as if they, it's just a lot of projections. So I feel that despite the hive mind, you have to be the one to be the elephant in the room. Okay? You gotta be the unicorn in the room and be okay with that. Sometimes you gotta be the elephant in the room. A lot of things are outdated, and one thing that I know about justice, to bring justice, you have to understand that laws have to be updated and fit with the time. So maybe whatever environment that you were in that had conflict, whatever it was, it's not working anymore. It's outdated. It's overplayed. It's oversaturated. And there needs to be a change. And I feel like you're going to be that change. And that's how you're being tested. It's to see if you're going to rise up to the occasion and be that boss that you know you are at your core. Don't mind me, I'm sick. So if you hear any cutouts in this video, it's because I'm coughing. You're being tested when it comes to seeing if you can build your community and you know how to bring different types of people together. And people may feel that that's not hard, but sometimes it is when it's just one person and you're trying to connect that person with that person, And I feel like you're going to realize you just have to be organic, and there's so much room when you're trying to get to where you need to be. And as a boss, you will see that no one has to be less than anyone. We all can fit, we all can eat. And I feel that when you share, people start to give back tenfold, and eventually you have your own communion. You'll have your own big tower full of people that fuck with you, and it's organic and it flows. So you're being tested with how you maintain relationships, how you're able to share, give of yourself in ways that's not excessive. It's a good calm balance, and you're connecting with people who hey, this could be, instead of my friend, this can be my godmother for my kids, a godmother to my kids, or this can be a brother, may not be blood related, but that could be my brother. What you're learning is the more you give to others and are selective with who you give to, of course, and you rise to the occasion of being, that person who confronts certain things and doesn't let shit slide, but knows how to do it correctly and not out of immaturity or just feeling as if you can deliver your message anyway. You come with this genuinity of, I'm coming to you as a friend and not someone who's out to, be vindictive or rude. You're just coming to like a peacemaker, But you're gonna confront certain things that you usually didn't do in the past, and that's gonna bring your community. But not only that, you're being tested with how you're able to endure when you're not seeing certain things materialize in your reality. I'm only saying that with the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like you planted certain things and you're like, why didn't it come out a certain way? Or I planted this how long ago? Why is it coming out half done or half finished or just not, 100%? And I feel like you're going to come to the realization is your words hold so much power. Your thoughts, your mindset, your outlook. You have to see it as a project and not look at not be so hell-bent on looking at the end result, It's almost similar to the first pile. You just got to keep going no matter what. No matter how many no's you get, no matter how weird people get when it comes to wanting to start mental anguish, conflicts with you, compete with you, you have to realize, I don't think I'm all that, but honestly, I think I'm above certain shit, I'm above the bullshit. And you're gonna come to that realization. You're gonna be tested. How are you gonna manage being in predicaments where you're dealing with people who just trigger you at every corner of anything you're doing? How are you gonna manage the nitpicks? How are you gonna manage people who don't resonate with you? How are you gonna deal with that? And how are you gonna be able to use what you learn and help others? And that's honestly that's what I think a boss is. He or she does the work, but guess what? He also gives keys to the people that he know would benefit. Whether it's something small as, hey, I see that you're looking for something. You should look that way, It's looking out for people and being authentically you. And I feel like that's how you're being tested. How are you going to remain yourself when you're being pulled at every which way? and it's going to ask of you to give. It's going to make you take risks that you feel like I wouldn't even have done that before. But on this journey, you have to be the fool. And when I say the fool, people think, oh, dumb. No, when I say the fool, you have to have the mindset of this clean, clear slate that whatever I put my mind to, I can make possible. And I may come across real crazy. I may come across as a dreamer. What do people call people who take risks, do things that, you know, maybe that person hasn't ever seen anyone do? They call you all certain things like, oh, you're out of touch, you're ungrounded, you're this and you're that. And honestly, that's how you see things you've never seen before. Because who's gonna do it? If you're scared or they're scared, you gotta take that risk. And you find out your own formula. And you learn whichever way that you've been pulled on your journey, what works for you, who you are at your truest core, and how you're able to apply it. And hell, maybe you're gonna make a business out of this. Maybe you go through trial and error, and guess what? Now I know the formula for this and that. Now I know my brand. Now I know how to trade on my own and not have to work a 9 to 5. Now I know that if I want to do this and that, I will have to go back to school and I will have to go through this accelerated program and to get this certification. Now you know. Maybe some of you are breaking general curses that your family look at you and try to have a crab or whatever it is mentality where they want you to fit into the environment where they feel you fit in. And it's just like, I've outgrown that. And you're going to know that because you're going to feel as if I've overstayed my welcome and I don't resonate with this anymore. And that's exactly what it is. Whatever it is, your environment, whatever it is, boo, you're leaving it behind. And what's coming towards you is a world that you have dreamt of, you've painted, you've created, and you lived in when it came to your own imagination. You use your imagination to build the worlds that you knew you wanted to exist in. And guess what? You're going to receive that in the physical because you never stop believing. And that's what it is. Be authentically you. Don't forget who you are. Know that, hey, when things don't serve me, it's time for me to go. And it's not for you to close up. It's not for you to be stingy. It's for you to share your knowledge with others. It's for you to be a boss and know what it is that make you a boss, the formula, your formula. It makes me think of SpongeBob and the secret formula that Plankton tries so hard to get from Mr. Krabs. But guess what? Guess who was loyal throughout the whole thing of Mr. Krabs' whole business? It was SpongeBob. It was his friends. It was SpongeBob. It was Squidward. It was the most loyal workers. They never even gave the formula. But you see how important it is to have like-minded individuals that see your vision. That's exactly what's coming next for you. Community that's gonna have your back no matter what, and they're not gonna tell your secrets. They're not gonna tell your formula. And in return, you're gonna help them too. And best believe, you should watch my other video. I don't know if I even uploaded it, but that's what's coming in. You're turning your doubters into believers. They'll have no choice but to bend at anything that you say, anything you desire. What's in your will, you bend it. You make it yours. This is your world, and you create it. You create it through imagination, through believing in yourself, and being true to yourself. Okay, let me stop repeating myself. And let's get to the advice. That's how you know you're going to pass your test. I gave you just the key of what you should look forward to in terms of the test that's going to be presented to you. And how to win it. Be you. Just be yourself. Know that this conflict is beneath you. And it's okay to feel as if I'm above this. And you're going to get everything that you desire. But you also need to know that having someone to back you up, you need people. You need friends. You need people who turn into long-term family for you, and it doesn't have to be blood. Okay, so you got a lot of vice cards, but take charge and action, surrender, harmony and resolution, courage and bravery. So I'm gonna only read 2 of these because I feel like these are straightforward. Take charge, action, surrender. Don't be afraid. Be that outlier. But guess what? What you're thinking, and you actually eventually say, I'm pretty sure a lot of people in that environment were thinking the same shit. They were just scared. Don't be afraid to take charge or be strong at this time. Sometimes we have to take control in order to be respected or honored. And mind you, I just opened the book to this. So maybe I do have to read it. Hold on. Maybe this is the most important message. If you feel that your current situation is moving in a direction that isn't serving you, your joy or your purpose, the message of this card is to put your foot down now. You don't have to be aggressive, but you do need clarity now. And unless you step in, it won't unfold. So set a good example. Respect yourself. Read rather than be led. If you're wondering whether to make the next move in a particular situation, this card encourages you to do so. Often angels find it difficult to support us fully unless we make the first move. Meet them halfway now by showing your commitment to moving forward. Trust your gifts and potential. You have the opportunity to move forward in your career, personal life, and spiritual life. You are a co-creator with the universe, and your angel guides is encouraging you to take action. Is that not what I said? You've legit used your imagination to make the reality that you have now. You have the power. And it says now, know that with every step you take, your angels are with you, cheerleading you, encouraging you. So rise up. Focus on your intentions. Send it out like an arrow. I'm trying to fit all these in. Hold on. Harmony and resolution. Angels of harmony and healing are with you to help you resolve any conflicts that have been disturbing your inner peace. You are being encouraged to call in the light of God and surrender any concerns you have so that the divine can resolve them. Your angel guide is suggesting you to release any need to be right or to get your point across, for this will only create more hostility. This time, focus on your own inner peace. Dedicate time, energy to doing what you can to make yourself feel comfortable. Trust that this will happen. Harmony will be restored. We're going to get through some of these cards. I'm going to try my best. If it will freaking get to the... Okay. You have the heart of a warrior. You want to do what's right, but it isn't always easy. Angels are surrounding you in a light of courage at this time and guiding you to do what you know deep down in your heart is right. Being brave isn't about being emotionless. The angels are reminding you that it is okay to feel, and your vulnerability will allow you to tap into an even greater inner strength. Angels are always willing to help you feel safe, guided, and guarded, so call in as much help as you need. This is a time to take ownership of your energy in any situations that could be making you feel less than good. And through your courage, you will begin to attract experience of being respected. Your angels are here to remind you that your soul cannot be tarnished or harmed. It is one part of your essence. So if you're feeling the need to defend yourself at this time, angel wisdom is guiding you to back down. If you feel that you have made a mistake or have something that you need to share, be brave and take ownership of it. Trust that living with integrity will always lead to the greatest possible unfolding of your life. Know that the best gift that you can give the world at this time is your truth. Is that not what I just said? Be you. I was going to say be you disrespectfully, but honestly, you need a just good balance of disrespect and respect. I don't care if that's contradicting. I'm just like, you need to know that you matter, your voice matters, but you being you is power in itself. Be unapologetically you, babes. Don't seek out of yourself. Don't look out of yourself. Just be you. And know that you can ask for help. And if you ever feel like someone is overstepping a boundary, you tell them back up. You have every right to defend yourself and not feel bad. And people try to make you feel bad for feeling about certain things or just feeling as if I need to confront this. You have every right as a human being. You have a mouth, you have a tongue. Speak. It's your right. Unless you want somebody writing your own story. I'm pretty sure it was Zora. I think an author named Zora. I could be wrong. She said, if you don't speak up about, when it comes to, I'm going to generalize it, but her quote was, if you don't speak up about the things that are plaguing you, someone else will in return speak up for you. And legit, not, metaphorically, she said they will kill you. Because it's honestly assassination of your soul's right when someone speaks for you, because you're not speaking for yourself. So you have to voice your opinion. Sorry, I had to cut that out. But stand up for yourself, because you have one life to live. And don't regret shit. Don't regret shit. You forget it tomorrow, but don't let nobody plague you, and then you have it in the back of your mind forever that, damn, I should have said that. Stick up for yourself and don't regret nothing. I don't care. All right, loves. That's going to be your test, but that's how you're going to be overcoming it. So be you. Love you. Bye.